What's going on, my awesome Broken Army members? Welcome back to the vlog. Yours truly, Broken Prophet here. And today we are going to talk about protection against spiritual warfare, against hexes, curses, negative energy, and negative entities that people may send your way, either intentionally or unintentionally. We talked about that in a previous video. But first, let me give a special thanks out to Letitia for your donation. Thank you so much. It was greatly appreciated. And guys, if you feel the need to sow a seed into this Hoodoo ministry, feel free to do so by hitting the old Cash App Venmo thing that's gonna be somewhere. But anyway, let's get into it. Before we get into the actual workings, we have to understand, give a quick talk about how spells actually work. We've talked about it before. When you send a spell, a working, whatever you want to call it, my Spanish workers like to call them trabajos, at someone, you are in effect birthing a living thing. Because you have to understand that in order to understand how to defend against it. Excuse me. You are sending that out into the world, and you are giving it instructions on what you want it to do. It goes out. I remember I told you guys that the secret to hoodoo is Isaiah 55:11. I often paraphrase it. Let me read it to you verbatim from the King James Version of the Bible. It says, "So shall my word be that goeth forth out of my mouth. It shall not return unto me void, but it shall accomplish that which I please, and it shall prosper in the thing whereto I sent it." So when you're speaking and you're doing these workings, you are sending it out. If you think about the verbiage of that scripture, it is speaking about the word reacting and acting like a living thing. It's going out, it is doing what you're telling it to do, and it's not coming back without having accomplished that. Excuse me, winter pollen. But our spells are the same way. They are going out, they're doing what we tell them to do, and they're not coming back without having accomplished that task or goal. So, in essence, you are creating a living thing and sending it out. So, in order to defend against it, remember I've always said that spiritual law and physical law run parallel. So, if you're going to protect against a living thing in the physical world, the spiritual world is a lot the same way. Now, this is a working, or these are going to be some workings that you can do on any level, beginner, intermediate, or advanced, and they're immediately effective. One of my favorite workings involves this right here, a mirror. Spiritual hexes, curses, negativity. Very rarely, there are some instances, but very rarely will they become trapped. Most of the time, it's simpler just to send it back home. Just like if your neighbor has a dog that comes into your yard, if you just pop, pop, not gonna say what that is, but not at it, but just up in the air, you'll spook it and send it back. So it's easier to send it back to the sender, and there are some spells called return to sender spells. This working works on a different principle. See, hexes are like spiritual predators that are sent out to attack you. And like any predator, they want to accomplish the goal, which is to feed or to kill, maim, or injure without expending as much energy or any more energy than they have to. So one way that a predator will do so is by sneaking up on its prey or ambushing it in its sleep. When we are affected by negative workings, most of the time we can tell by disruptions in sleep, because that is when we are the most vulnerable. Sleep and death are cousins. Okay? So if you protect yourself when you are sleeping, when you are the most vulnerable, then a lot of times you can effectively defend yourself against spiritual warfare. And what I like to do is take a mirror, and you can get one of these at Dollar Tree. It's not $1 no more. Everything's like $1.25 now. But you can get one from there for $1.25 and just place it behind your headboard before you go to sleep. one thing that nature has taught us is that predators do not like to be seen most of the time. They like to ambush. And that's why you'll see in nature a lot of things will, like, especially like butterflies, a lot of prey will have like camouflage that looks like big eyes. So that when the predator comes, like on their wings, have you seen those butterflies that have little circles that look like really big eyes? That's because when the bird or the whatever swoops down, it feels like it's being watched, like it's being seen. And predators like to hit you when you don't see them coming. Because when you see them coming, well, there's a chance you may fight back and they may lose that fight. So with that being said, placing a mirror behind your headboard while you're sleeping, as that hex tries to get you while you're sleeping, it'll a lot of times see itself and be reflected back to whence it came. Mirrors are powerful. Now, I saw on Reddit this one. Those of you in the Discord saw I posted that in the Reddit. It's off topic, but someone posted a question about opening up a mirror portal. Guys, there's no mirror portals in Hoodoo. There's not. No. Physical law and spiritual law run parallel. Mirrors reflect physical light. They reflect spiritual energy and attacks. Place a mirror behind your headboard and it will give you a lot of protection as you are sleeping. As you're sleeping. Another working that I like to do is another working that parallels things that nature will do, and that is the decoy. Now for the decoy, you're going to still use the same mirror, but you're going to use a candle along with it. Now it can be an image candle. Now you want to get one that matches yourself, or a plain candle, preferably white of either type. And what you're going to do, you're going to dress these candles, but you're going to dress them with you. You're going to dress it with a hair, a dab of spit. I mean, y'all didn't see what I just did. It's like a dab of spit right on the mouth of the candle. Now, if you're using a plain white candle, just anywhere on it. And then you're going to breathe into it 3 times. Then you're going to place it on the mirror and light it. Again, as you're going to bed, if you don't feel comfortable, which we should always take precautions, then sit it all down into a bowl so as it melts, the wax will melt. And if it tips, over, it's less likely to tip over in a bowl. And then you're going to take some pins and sprinkle pins, and I mean stick pins or needles, around the candle inside the bowl. You can also, if you feel comfortable doing it without the bowl, you can stick them into the candle, but the sharp side facing outwards. Why do I call this the decoy? This is the decoy because what you are doing is you are making, in essence, a booby trap of yourself. What you're going to do is, as you set that up, you're going to cloak yourself before you go to bed. And you cloak yourself by just taking a spiritual bath. Take a spiritual cleansing. Wipe yourself down with an egg. Wipe yourself down with a different white candle. Blow smoke from Palo Santo all over yourself. You're cleansed. Place that on the nightstand or in a bowl near the door. Forgot to mention that. And then go to sleep. What happens is, as you're sleeping, that negative energy, negative entity, whatever the case may be, is going to come towards you. It's going to try to attack you. But it won't see you because you've been cleansed. Well, what it will see is this facsimile that you've made of yourself with your hair, with your breath, with your spit. And it's going to slam into that candle, jab itself with the pins, and be reflected back by the mirror. And you can always tell who sent this stuff at you, especially if you use the pins, because they're going to come to work, come to church. Yes, I said come to church, or come wherever with some bad stuff happening to them. All the things that they wished on you is going to start happening to them, and they're not going to know why. So remember, guys, always guard yourself when you sleep. Use these defenses and protections. And I'm going to close out with this. Be very careful of the words that you speak, because like it said, they will not return unto you void. Your words, your energy, it's going to go out and it's going to do what you tell it to do, even if you don't intend for it to do that. We have to watch what we say. Ladies, I'm going to give y'all a hint. Listen, if your man is always cussing at one of your girlfriends who comes by the house because he don't like her, and he's always like, F you, F, no, not F, he's saying F her, I don't like her, I don't know why she come here, F her, you better tell him. Baby, better watch your words. You can say you don't like her, you can say whatever, but don't say F her, because that word ain't gonna return unto him void. It's been many relationships broken up because he done did that to the one that he claimed he didn't like. The word didn't return void. Y'all will thank me later. Be careful what you say when you are shopping. Don't spend money. Look at the word spend. What can you do? What can you shoot with a spent bullet? Nothing. What can you warm up with a spent log? Nothing. See, spent means it is used up, never to be used again. You better invest your money. You better use your money, circulate it, but never spend it. Little tips and little tricks. But guys, if you got any value out of this video, then hit that subscribe button. I appreciate it more than you know. And please, for your authentic hoodoo needs, go to www.thebrokeenones.org. Got phone consultations with me on there and some authentic hoodoo products. And I've sped my shipping up. You guys will really appreciate that part. But with that being said, I'm out. I really appreciate you guys. Thank you to each and every one of you who took time out of your Sunday to watch this video. You're greatly appreciated. All right. Y'all have a good one. Prophet out.